Hey there, class. So now let's take a look at some designers that embody some of the elements of design that we previously discussed. So we're going to look at Yves Saint Laurent, Halston, and Ralph Simmons. So first, Yves Saint Laurent. A little bit of history. He was born Yves Henry Donat Mathieu Saint Laurent in 1936 in Oran, Algeria. He was most likely one of the most influential fashion designers of the second half of the 20th century. He dominated international fashion for 2 decades. He briefly did an understudy with Dior. The first YSL collection was released in February of 1962. He was one of the first designers to produce ready-to-wear clothing. Like Chanel, he answered the mood and needs of his time, responding intuitively to overwhelming impulses towards political and social emancipation for women, giving women the clothes in which to grasp equality. His designs were simple, but accessories is what put them over the edge. He was ahead of his time with borrowing style from the active male wardrobe and using it to design for women. He created clean lined, rational clothes that flattered womanly figures. He was the first living designer with a solo exhibition at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in 1983. The brand is currently owned by Kering. Anthony Vaccarello has creative control as of 2016. A couple of his milestone designs. These designs were both dramatic and beautiful. The Mondrian, the Pop Art, the African, the Safari, and the Marlene Dietrich inspired collection. Halston. A little bit of history. Halston was born Roy Halston Frowick in 1932. His birth location was Des Moines, Iowa. He was a modernist who fully advocated the minimalist aesthetic. He blended simple, pared down silhouettes with luxurious fabrics. At one point in time, he worked out of a corner in Andre Basil's salon as a millinery atelier. He accepted a post at Bergdorf Goodman as the head milliner. Jackie Kennedy wore his pillbox hat to her husband John Kennedy's presidential inauguration in January of 1961. His scarf hat, which was a silk square on a frame, was often copied throughout the 1960s. In many of his designs, he used mirrors, fringing, jewels, and flowers to decorate hoods, bonnets, coats, and helmets. In 1972, Newsweek stated he was surely the premier fashion designer of all America. His evening wear color palette consisted of ivory, black, and red. He used fuchsia, electric blue, and deep burgundy as principal accents and to make an emphasis. His best-known garment was the ultra suede shirtwaist dress, which was released in 1972. As of 2012, Halston is owned by Hilco. Ralph Simmons. Born Ralph Jean Simmons in 1968. His birth location was Neerpelt, Belgium. Ralph Simmons' Autumn and Winter 1988 Radioactivity Collection was a collection created with skinny tailoring that was inspired by German electronic band Kraftwerk. Models wore red shirts and black ties with slicked back hair. The red shirts reference Russian constructivism. His most enduring contribution to high-end menswear was his fuse of it with street style. He has reinvigorated three great fashion brands. Jill Sander, 2005 to 2012, he introduced a new romanticism and embraced color. Christian Dior, 2012 to 2015, he designed around themes and collaborated with American artist Sterling Ruby, who often painted and dyed his own fabrics in his studio. Calvin Klein, 2016 to 2018, he used unsettling references and dark undertones in his design.